Poet and author Kathleen Norris believes, faith is best thought of as a verb, not a thing that you either have or you don't, that it is a response to people and things around you. Faith is not synonymous with certainty, but is a decision to keep your eyes open, requiring attentiveness. Faith is fluid yet constant. It ebbs and flows. Dear son, the house is quiet this morning. There aren't many headlights on the highway, just a few early travelers passing by the ranch on their way to somewhere. I always wonder if anyone out there notices when I plug in the Christmas lights and they appear out of the darkness on this long highway stretch. There is an empty space, a silence, especially during the holidays without you here. It seems hard to believe you left for the service over a year ago. It's been a long 15-month year filled with anxious uncertainty. Within those 365 plus days, I know there have been stretches of time that you have had to just plow through to get to the other side. In contrast to the shadowy uncertainty of the world and the unpredictability of your Army life, our day-to-day world seems little changed. The seasons have come and gone, and along with them the customary work. The predictability holds a certain comfort and security. The summer and fall months were busy ones, as they are each year. The hay crew finished up by county fair time, marking the summer's end. I'm sure you remember how good it felt to tilt that last load of hay into place. As we drifted into fall, everyone relaxed momentarily, knowing that post-fair time meant cattle work, shipping the sale yearlings, getting the cows home, weaning calves, sorting, culling, and processing the herd, and last but not least, clean-up branding. For the most part, the fall was warm, colorful, and one of those autumns that really make me appreciate living in northern Nevada. As the days grew shorter and colder, your dad took advantage of flying weather to look for bulls that couldn't find their way home or cows that were hidden away in protected pockets of grass in the flat pasture. He flew several of our neighbors on their own cow-seeking missions. There comes a day when stranding cattle becomes a worry. I have never figured out if it is the smart cows or the dumb cows that don't come home. We brought the stud bunch in and weaned the colts several weeks ago. The Palmer boys and Sam are halter breaking them now. They have done a good job of keeping the young horses you started going, and all have put on more than a few miles this summer and fall. The round pen you built before you left has been put to good use. Recently, we worked the young stud colts out of the big bunch of horses at the Hubbard, and decided we had better sell all the fillies and any horses we were not using. Out of the bunch, we will keep a few of the best mares and 2 crops of colts. Docklet Moon, Pistol, and the old bunch of pensioners who earned their retirement will stay. Your dad hates to mention selling horses to me anymore. I would rather put them down here at the ranch than sell them and not know where they will go or how they will be treated. If I'm not careful, your dad will ship them when I'm not around. We don't always agree on how many and who to keep. It may be hopeless. We will probably have more horses when you get home than when you left. The month of November was the best of times and the worst of times. Your great-aunt Thelma was buried in Wells on the 12th of November. As a young girl, she and her sister came by steamer from Alaska after their parents died. Maiden aunts in Tonopah raised the 2 girls. Your brother played Amazing Grace at her funeral. I think Thelma would have been pleased. Just 2 weeks after the funeral, we hosted your cousin's wedding at the ranch. I think we all felt your great-grandmother smiling down on the scene taking place at her hearth. The weather added to the celebration with sunshine and blue skies that made it feel like spring. It was a month of contrasts, ending on a happy note with the wedding, but it seemed Christmas was knocking at the door before we could exhale. Christmas Eve, we pulled the family photo albums off the shelf. The images evoked our laughter, and a tear or two brushed secretly away. There you all were, a testament to the past 25 years. Your sister, your brother, and you, the red-headed toddler who trotted everywhere. We calculated each of your ages by the horse you were riding or roping on, or the animal you took to the fair. Pictures don't lie, and that glint of daring was in your eyes all along. The years are jumbled into packets and stacks of pictures that need attention. If you will send me some photos, I'll add them to the family record. Soldier pictures and some of your summer rodeo pictures if you have any. We love the story about pulling into the rodeo in Arkansas, not having enough money to pay your entry fee, and the rodeo secretary telling you to go win your saddle bronc event and pay her later. We are still wondering how much you had in your pocket after you settled up with your winnings. It sounds like you've seen some new country and had some fun adventures. I have spent more than a few moments reflecting on the past 15 months, trying to sort the wide range of emotions that were triggered by 9/11 and your personal call to sign up and serve your country. For eons, mothers have sent their sons off to war. It's an ancient ritual, a hero's journey for both. My journey is letting go. Yours began by saying an ultimate yes to life and raising your hand in a pledge to country and duty. I can't say I've found any answers to my questions or resolution to feelings that have washed over me these past months, but I have found a stony resolve to support you in your decision to serve our country. I have believed for many years that being a good steward was its own hero's journey, a mythic journey in today's techno-urban world. I thought forming our allotment management team and making decisions that were good for the land, the animals, the community, in the midst of powerful political adversaries who won us off the range, was fighting a war for survival of our ranch, our family, our culture. Much of that has been put into perspective these past months. Cows in the West are politics. The term war on the West is an unfortunate use of the word war. Your dad and I will continue on our journey here at the ranch. We will fight for civil discussions and balanced solutions to resource issues that we face, seeking to find peace in our part of the American West. That will be our small part in this new challenge of homeland security. Our works of faith will be participating in the daily and seasonal rituals of ranch life, a life we hope to pass on to you. We will try to live each day with our eyes and hearts wide open. Remember that images from the far reaches of the universe are telling us that all we know to be of this world was once the dust of a star, each earthly particle from the same source. I wish for you a safe New Year, guidance, protection, and always an open heart. And remember, there is a lot to come home to. Love, Mom. In Amazing Grace, Kathleen Norris defines perfection as making room for growth, for the changes that bring us to maturity, to ripeness. It is specific, particular to each person. Reaching a maturity to give ourselves to others, ready for what befalls us, for whatever is to come.